Anyone who has studied the Bible and anyone who knows about the heritage or the roots of Jesus knows that he was a dark-skinned person and probably wasn't a white man. It's not probably was. He wasn't a white man. He was a darker persuasion.
Yeah, he certainly didn't come from
Jewish, right?
He didn't come from Europe. He didn't come from North America. That's just not where he came from. So Jesus isn't white, and saying that is just wrong.
Hey, Jesus is black. Let's all come to a consensus about that. And okay, Santa Claus is black, white, Hispanic, or whatever you want him to be. I have less than 10 seconds, Eric.
Jesus was not white. Fact.
I love it. Can we?
Jesus was not white. Fact.
I love it. Can we?
Jesus was not white. Fact.
I love it. Can we?
Much. Fox News anchor Megyn Kelly, who caused quite a stir for suggesting that Santa and Jesus were white, is taking on her critics. She insisted on her show Friday that the whole controversy was motivated by race baiting and because she works at Fox. So did Kelly need to apologize, or does she have a point? Here to talk about it, radio talk show host Mel Robbins, author Tim Wise, and filmmaker Rochelle Oliver. Thanks one and all for being here. Mel, I'll start with you. Did Megyn Kelly go far enough to silence her critics?
I personally don't even think she needed to apologize. And one of the reasons why is I think she's right. I think that this was about race baiting. Have kids at home who are watching.
Hold on a minute. Wait, let me finish. This is not one of your TED Talks. Let me finish my comment.
Yeah, let's him finish
what Megyn Kelly said was very simply, quote, Santa is white, end of quote, and so is Jesus. So Jesus was not born in a manger in central Pennsylvania. He was a man of color, and the fact that we have represented him for centuries, literally as a white man, speaks to the entire history of white supremacy. Here's the reality. The image of a white Jesus has been used to justify enslavement, conquest, colonialism, the genocide of indigenous peoples. There are literally millions of human beings whose lives have been snuffed out by people who conquered under the banner of a white God. That is a far more significant problem. The white Jesus, white God imagery has literally resulted in death. That's something folks ought to deal with. The European power to make Jesus white. In other words, the European power to make Jesus white. In other words, the European power to make Jesus white.
Anyone who has studied the Bible and anyone who knows about the heritage or the roots of Jesus knows that he was a dark-skinned person and probably wasn't a white man. It's not probably was. He wasn't a white man. He was a darker persuasion.
Yeah, he certainly didn't come from
Jewish, right?
He didn't come from Europe. He didn't come from North America. That's just not where he came from. So Jesus isn't white, and saying that is just wrong.